Welcome back, everybody, to another F1 23 My Team Career Mode. Today we're heading to Monza as we continue to progress through this season. Quick turnaround here. Don't have much time. We'll go ahead and do the second driver training. No messages for us to look at. Let's take a look at some of the facilities here. How long do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 races remaining in the season. So I'm going to go ahead and try and make an upgrade to... I'm going to try to get some extra resource point generation going. We've got chassis up to spec 2. I don't think we can make any other upgrades anywhere. Doesn't look like it. So let's actually go to the R&D now. Nope, we don't have enough points there. So let's just jump into the hot lap, I guess. Seeing as
but some of them have failed quality control. We'll need to tell a team what to redevelop via the R&D screen.
Alright, so let's see here. That completed. But what failed? Oh, the ICE. We can go ahead and start that. We're going to go ahead and do that. Let's do the rival duel for the purely hot lap. See what we can do here at Monza as we continue to move here. Again, I think this is actually going to end up being one of the best hot lap events that I can really do, because we're essentially guaranteed two different wins, or two different completions. We're almost guaranteed a silver with these races. So see here, got a good lead here at the moment. Not sure where the end is here. As they gain really well through there. Oh no. That's what I get for saying we're guaranteed to that we're guaranteed two different, or at least a silver in these events. And I think I need to restart the wheelbase. I don't have force feedback once again. So I'll do that after this. Let's try to do better this time. Oh boy. As we get into it, head down into... Oh, we're nearing disqualification because of infringements. Likely because of that incident. Now I've got force feedback. I don't know what my wheel's doing today. It's been all sorts of goofy. Put a block on there. And I know the next race is going to be hard to win, so need to get something done here. The force feedback is definitely back in the wheel now, so I'm not sure what it did that first time through. Block. And we hang on to that race somehow. And now we're going to have to somehow send it into turn 1. Can I get into the gravel there? Or the kitty litter, as I've heard it been called. See here. It's going to have to be into the chicane right before that final straightaway if we're going to get them. Should be coming up right up here. It is. I'm going to be too far back. There's no way. Especially with a 2-second time penalty. Yeah, no way. So, with that being said, we do still get the bronze there. So, better than nothing, but not the best. I guess you could chalk the first one up to having no force feedback, but yeah, it's definitely back now, so I'm not sure what was going on there. So let's move on to the race here as we head to Monza. I'm not sure how well we'll do here. It's going to be a bit of a toss-up, really. And before I forget, there is a Discord server for the channel now. If you guys have any questions that you want to ask me that you don't want to throw down in the comments, go ahead and join the Discord server if you're so inclined. And yeah, I'll just kind of give us a little space for some more discussion, even if it means it's not an account. So feel free to join that. Again, no pressure to do so. Let's jump into practice here. Go ahead and start the race strategy practice program, and we'll see here. And yeah, that server is still kind of being developed a little bit, not fully fleshed out by any means yet. But we'll slowly get developed and functioning well, so I won't always be on there, but I'll try to be online as much as possible, just to try to hang out and interact with you guys some more. So, oh, that's going to be definitely a rough corner again too. Dropping down 7 gears while under braking. Manage. Doing well here so far, but I'm not sure what that's going to do for us in the long term for this lap. We're losing some speed through these corners right through here. Hopefully we can gain some on this straightaway with the straight line speed that's in this car. On the curb some there, lost a lot of time because of it. And I don't think we can gain enough time through this corner here. It's going to be close coming to the line, but I don't think we've got enough time here. Nope, definitely not. Alrighty, so just need to do better again through that last little chicane. Very nice through there. Making sure to get to the green early. Building up a nice little lead here. I overdrove that a little bit. I'm going to lose some time because of it. Downshifted too far, lost some more time there. And there as well. Let's get to the DRS. Try and make up some of this ground. Gotta be a good corner here. Definitely better than the first chicane, but we lost a lot of time still. No way we're going to be able to make that one up. We're still running down Sonoda. Maybe he'll give us a bit of an extra toe down the front straight. Right behind him here with the DRS. Oh, and overdrove the corner. This lap's a wash. With that corner, we'll have to see for the next 2 laps if I can get anything done. I know there's been some comments asking whether I should drop the difficulty or not. I'm not sure if I should. I'm definitely struggling more to get through the practice programs. And we haven't been placing as well in the races. But some of that has been my own doing. Some of that has just been goofy stuff with the AI, like with Albon at Hungary. So again, at Hungary there's nothing I can really do to save the car at all once we had that contact, so that wasn't really something that was because of the AI at all. More just a bad break. And then what happened in the last race? I don't remember. I really don't remember what I did last race. Oh, we had the contact with, who was it? Perez at the beginning of the race. Had the broken wing, and then got up on the curbs down through some of the tight sections, so that's what did me in there. And ooh, we may have a green lap here for once. Going to depend on a good exit from this corner. It looks like we're going to get at least 1 green. If we can go back to back here, we can at least complete the practice program. So yeah, just some bad breaks lately. And yes, I haven't been able to really reach back up and get to the positions at the back. But we've been pretty far off, and it's not uncommon for me to make more mistakes once I'm back farther. I'm just trying to keep pushing the car and everything, try and make up positions. So I don't think at this point it warrants needing to drop the difficulty at all. If anything, I'm going to drop it like 2 clicks, and not anything more than that, just because I felt like 85 was just a little bit too easy. I wanted to try to go up by 5, so I guess it's not the end of the world if I need to drop it to like an 88, but I definitely prefer not to have to do that. We've got the green on that practice program. I think we've got 4 out of 5 objectives done there. Let's go to the tire management practice program here. Looks like we were actually done some pretty fast laps as well out on our mediums compared to some of the other drivers out there, which is good to see.
This test is all about tyre management. Try to control the slip through each corner and take extra care putting the power down at the apex.
I was worried they didn't have force feedback there again, but I do still have it. So, all good there. Let's get a good run out of this corner. Not the best, but it should work. Definitely going to need as good of a run through here as possible. We've, you know, that especially these tire management practice programs can be quite tough for me. I think we're going to lose a lot on that tire wear as we go through the high-speed corners. Specifically coming out of that last corner could be quite difficult. So we're going to try build a decent gap in terms of delta before then, as well as try to keep in the purple before then, and not looking too bad so far. Still in the purple. We have a little over 3 tenths to work with. We'll see if it can happen here. As you can see, it takes a dive off there, but it's going to be purple on our first run here on that practice program. So we'll have to see how many other development we got. All the development boosts as well, so really good run there. I think the R&D upgrades that we've been doing for the tire wear have been helping there as well. So let's go to qualifying. I guess the other thing is this could be an easier track for the driver compared to the AI, but we'll just have to kind of see here.
Okay, don't worry about tires, just give it
we're sending 14th right now,
sure
but we'll have to see where we rank after we put a lap in on these softs. Granted, we're going to have to, we'll jump some of the other drivers who have a harder compound on. We'll just have to see here. Good run through that little section there. Making up some time here. Not an exuberant amount, but not bad. Overdrove that corner a little bit. As you can see, it affects the drive out of the corner. Lost some time there. Down about a half a second at the moment. Trying to draft off the car in front of me a little bit. Trying to stay in the gas as much as possible. We got into the curbs there a little bit. I don't think it's going to happen by any means. We can always make it up. In the quick practices, I way overdrove that corner. I was just trying to make up some time. So not going to happen here. I put this in 22nd as a projected. Though that happened at Zandvoort last week, and we were okay, so I'm not sure how that really affects us. I'm going to run qualifying pace again here, and we can just run right on the 3D line here. And that'll give us those development boosts there, and then we can just focus. Then we'll only have 3 different objectives to hit during the quick practices. I'm sure I could do a little bit better in terms of putting in a better lap here, as well as on the race strategy, but I'm not that worried about it, to the point where I want to run an extra practice session in order to get there. This second line that they have on the track is really making it hard to see the braking points, but it's all good. You see here, doing a good job so far, sticking right on the line. I felt like we did a decent job last lap as well. We just went wide in this last corner. Just need to make sure we do well there. There we go. And we're going to run about the same lap time as last time. So,
Well, programmer.
perfect there. Actually, it may have been nearly identical.
Wasn't much help to us, I'm afraid. We need to run it again.
We should have completed those developments. We did. Perfect there. We have a best sector 1. And currently sitting 4th with that. Can I see... Let's see here. The first... Oh, it won't tell me because we haven't posted the lap good enough apparently, so... let me accelerate time here. See what we can do. Oh, I also added my name to the game. I know I hadn't done that before, but I got tired of having a default player there. It'll still say owner driver on the announcement side of things, but I got sick of just seeing default player there. So let's go ahead. We'll run these. I guess I should run the this one first, but all good. We're going to get maybe all of them done here in practice too, and we do. So there's nothing else for us to run. We will go ahead and head to qualifying. I'm going to check on some of the parts first though. So that I don't have to take any grid penalties or anything. Ocon is currently up 3 points in the rivalry, and 40% on the ICE, 17, 5, and 42% on the gearbox. I can't get... Oh, yes, I can. Okay, I was worried there for a second. I was going to say, I don't know if Gearbox 4 and Gearbox 6 will get us through the rest of the season, and all those look quite worn, so I could probably go one more race on Gearbox 3 and I can probably get a couple more out of Gearbox 6, but that may be something I need to focus on next year more, as it's focus on, especially like the gearbox, where that, or focus on shifting less in order to get some of those things, so we don't have to take so many grid penalties. Got a decent amount of Ardeen points there, and let's head to qualifying. Let's look at the session. I know it looked possibly like rain, but nope. At least I think that's what I saw. We're good for Parc Fermé, and let's get out to the track for a lap. It is kind of cloudy, but for the most, doesn't look like it's going to rain, or the forecast isn't telling us that it is. So all good there. Nobody in front of us. A few cars behind us, but that's all right. That's not who I'm worried about. Just glad to have clean track in front of us. Oh, but we've got other cars that are going to be making their way out onto the track right in front of us, including Ocon. He is nice and gets out of our way there. May have gained a little bit of a slipstream off of him there, but not much, if anything. We're holding up one of the Red Bulls here on our lap. However, I think this is a much better lap than I had posted in either the qualifying pace practice programs. Things got a little bit tight there into that corner with the Red Bull alongside us, but we managed, and theoretically that Red Bull should have a fast lap, as they're going to be sending our slipstream the entire lap. But I'm guessing it was Verstappen that was right behind us. We're sitting in 8th at the moment, so we'll see where that puts us as the session progresses. Yeah, I'm guessing it was, yeah, it had to have been Verstappen that was sitting right behind us. So accelerate some time. Now it looks like we're going to be at the bottom of the leaderboard here for the session. I'm not I probably can't even put out a better lap than that either. Possibly in sector 3, but I don't think it's worth it. We're not going to gain that much time from it. Piastri is likely going to go run another lap and overtake us, and we're going to be sitting last on the grid unless we have some good penalties. So let's head to the race and see where we end up. Ocon beats us out in the rivalry again. A little bit of claim there, and I'm going to get another part started in the R&D before the race if we can. Let's head to workstation, check out the messages. No rain. Let's see here. R&D side of things, we've got one thing in the works for Aero. A lot of that finishing up. We can work on one more thing in the chassis department. So there's a 1500 point upgrade there. Waiting for one thing in both the durability and powertrain side of things. I'm actually going to wait because we've got an aero upgrade finishing up right after this race, we can go ahead and jump to something else. Plus, we can probably snag one of these cheaper ones, hopefully as well. So, I'm going to hold off on anything, and even if we can't do any of that, we can always throw in that the more expensive chassis upgrade as well. So let's go ahead, we will head to the next session and see what we can do.
A difficult race awaits these drivers here in Monza, but glory awaits too at the Italian Grand Prix. With top speeds reaching 215 miles per hour, only a few places can challenge Monza's crown as the fastest track in Formula One. Hard braking zones going into the 3 chicanes make up the majority of the 11 corners on this 3.6 mile circuit. And just in case the slipstream wasn't enough, 2 DRS zones will help encourage some close action. Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. Lando Norris will lead us away from pole position, and Max Verstappen lines up alongside. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Leclerc, Sainz, Hamilton, Russell, Perez, Gasly, Liam Lawson, Albon, Stroll, Magnussen, Tsunoda, Fernando Alonso, Ocon, Ricciardo, Bottas, Zhou, Oscar Piastri, Hulkenberg, Sargent, and the owner driver rounds off the grid. It's almost time for those 5 red lights to go out then. Let's see who can prevail today. It's race day yet again, and joining me for a chat is Anthony Davidson. And our racers are certainly in for a rough day today. What will you be watching out for as they head into turn 1?
Well, the start of the race is always one of the most nerve-wracking parts. You have to hope that everyone is able to get off to a clean start, and this is possibly the trickiest part of the entire race. So many drivers in such a small space, and finding your braking point into turn 1 as well. It's a testament to the driver's skill that there aren't more incidents.
Alrighty, so as we head out into this race here, let's look at our personalized strategy here. I'm going to actually go with this, but we're going to edit it. We're going to go longer on the medium. There we go. Because I want to try to run the softs at the end. Excuse me just a second. And so we're going to go with the mediums compared to the softs. And let's get this thing started from Monza. Good getaway there. We have quite the jump on the drivers ahead of us. So we make a last pass just off the start. We've got drivers collecting us here. We've got a safety car. How did we end up with the...
Okay, watch your pace. We've informed the safety car is out. There appears to have been an issue with multiple stock vehicles on the track.
Good, he deserves to be disqualified. So is Sergio Perez. Wow.
Okay, slow down, slow down. Your delta's negative, which means you're going too fast. Reduce your pace.
I think we can serve the penalty on a pit stop. I'll have to see. But it's still no good for us. I mean... I didn't feel like that was our fault. We had the inside there. So I don't know. Should I pit here? I don't No, I don't think I can afford to pit this early. So now that Delta is out of the way,
You've got to give that position back, mate. We're under safety car conditions and you can't overtake. Return the position.
I was just goofing. I didn't even touch him. I guess if we don't go green this time, we will pit and try to serve these penalties. I'm not sure if we can though. Under the safety car. It does not seem like we are in this lap. Box of slap.
Right, let's have you in at the end of this lap, please.
Oh, and a whole bunch of other people are doing it as well. Let's not hit Magnussen again. That's really weird though. And we are going to serve our penalties here. Under the pit stop. We'll have to see though. We still should come out alright, I guess. So only about half the field is pitting. So
Okay, go, go, go.
oh, I could only serve.
You and the crew there, mate. We're delighted with that.
Okay, so we've still
Pit
got
strategy
5-second
complete. See these tyres
time
to the end
penalty.
now.
Alright, I guess. If we don't go green this lap, I suppose we could go for a set of mediums. And that would work. Because theoretically I could run, that'd be 10 laps. No, if we don't go green this lap, it'd be 9 green flag laps on a set. Nope, it's in this lap. Oh boy, we're gonna have a rough time catching up as well. So, as we're now caught up to all the people that were in front of us. Still, we may come out alright here because we do have so many cars that still need to make a pit stop. So, oh, and they're all taking their pit stop now.
Oscar's coming in for his stop.
So this is actually going to turn out quite well for us, I think.
Okay, clear.
Because they're going to be so far behind. That we're actually going to be able to hang on to some of these spots as long as they don't catch up too much. So, we've got 10 laps to go on a set of hards. We're planning on going 7 laps on a set of mediums anyways, so this should be more than enough to get us to the end. Granted, we ran pretty hard catching up to that safety car queue that last lap. However, I think we'll be alright. A little bit squirrely there. And for whatever reason, we've got some cars on a set of softs here. So, those may be positions that we can gain towards the end of the race as well. One of the Haas got into the back of us there. Got a little gap there now as well. I was on the brakes really early there. Carlos Sainz has the fastest lap of the race. Let's see here. Not pitting, I don't know why it told me to do that. Shouldn't have any sort of damages. There are 3 wide into turn 1 up in front of us. And that allows us to catch up quite a bit to this little pack up in front of us. And despite how this race has started,
Okay, mate, don't worry about the damage. I've got some new strategy options if you go and check your MFD. Green flag.
I can only zoom on my face so many times. I'm going to try to hang on to it for now. I know it's going to cost us time, but I'm going to try to hang on to the car for now. Because it's going to make me serve that 5-second penalty when I go into pit. So, and that's going to cost me way too much time when it's already going to if I tried to pit. So, I'm going to try not to pit. We've got so many guys on the softs around us. I don't know how they plan to make it that many laps on a set of softs, but okay. Just trying to be nice and easy. Luckily for us, a lot of these corners are low speed enough that we actually set a green sector 1. So I've
got some information on Alonso. They've got an issue with their car. They're going to be slow.
Are they up in front of us? No, he's probably behind us. Because Stroll's up in front of us. And they probably didn't want to double box on that first time through. So, we've got some cars around us with the DRS. Oh, screw it.
We've been handling
Oh yeah, I knew that was going to happen.
obvious corner cutting.
I'd rather that than try and make it back on the track, though. Ah, we got the fastest sector 1, though. Yeah, I doubt anybody else is going to beat that. We gained a whole bunch of time doing that. And I don't think we're going to be fast enough to still get points out of this race, but maybe we can possibly be around 11th. I'm not even sure. I think I gave myself more wing damage as well.
Okay,
So I
clear.
forced Magnussen way off track there as well. We'll have to see where he ends up. Down in the third to get the car to turn with the wing damage. Let's try to go up the inside. That's our best lap.
Keep on him. He might make a mistake.
Let's see. Ricardo's going to go defensive. Oh, there's no braking in this car with the broken wing. Okay, good to know. We need to brake earlier, even when we have cars. Luckily, we didn't get a penalty there. Again, but no braking into some of these corners. Cannot push it. About 5.5 laps to go here. Continue to move. As the tires wear, it definitely gets harder and harder to make this thing work with the broken wing. Bring the elbows out. I don't think I deserved at least 10 seconds of those penalties. It should be up a lot further than I am. We've got cars pitting. Are all the cars who took the softs going to have to pit? Possibly. Well, this could be interesting here. We may be one of the only ones that doesn't have to pit here at the end of the race. And the AI are going to have a lot newer hards than we are. But we may be able to hang on to maybe even some points here. Granted, I'm not sure what the other AI did who pitted right as the safety car was coming in. Which that was a really stupid move, by the way. But there's a possibility we could still come out of this race with some points. Even with having had 13 seconds worth of penalties. Which is absolutely insane, but I know. There's a possibility that can happen. And on top of that, we have a broken wing. So, let's see, does Ricardo go in here? He does not. That's interesting. I don't expect Hamilton to go in because he's on the hards like we are. We are so slow through that side corners. Okay, so are Stroll and Albon going to pit then? I don't know what's going to go on here. Because they're on the softs as well. So unless Alonso and Sainz made contact or something. But there is another car on pit road with them. Was it a McLaren? I think so. And now there's a car dropping out. There's a yellow back behind us. So a lot of drama here at Monza. We skate our way through that little section there. Does Ricardo pit this lap? I don't even know what's going to happen as far as where the strategies are at. Or is there a group that didn't pit? And was there 3 cars that didn't pit? I guess that's a possibility as well. I overdrove that corner. It's going to give me another penalty. Oh yeah. Hamilton's going to run on us. We're up to 16 seconds worth of penalties now in total. I have no idea where anyone else is at in terms of on track. We should have been given another penalty really there. As I'm overdriving absolutely everything. Leclerc currently has the fastest lap. See, we have this little group that's right behind us. But then I have no idea if the original group or the group that pitted as the safety car was coming in, I'm not sure where that group is at. I don't know if they've caught us or not. I guess there's a possibility that we could come away with points.
Okay, we've got 4 laps.
There's a slim possibility that could happen. I don't think it's very likely, but there is a possibility, I think. Break early. Pierre Gasly is out of the session. We get slowed down enough. 2 laps to go here. So a bunch of DNFs as well. That may hold up some extra drivers to maybe get us in the points. We've got, again, a total of 16 seconds worth of penalties though so far in this race. So we've got a big chunk of cars and a big group behind us, and then it's going to be a matter of how many cars are in that group. I think there's too many of them. There can only be 7 cars in that group for us to possibly score points. I think there's more than 7. If not, there's right at 7 cars. Sainz is going to get by us. That's alright. He may actually be able to give us a bit of a pull down this front straightaway. Let's not overdrive this corner.
Okay, good work. Great pass.
And don't look now, but Albon might win this race, guys, which is absolutely insane to think about as well. Let alone us possibly getting points on 16 seconds worth of penalties, but Albon and a Williams could win. What in the world is this race? We're also going to have a massive battle coming to the start-finish line, coming off that last corner with how close everyone is. Everyone's using up all their extra fuel. We get a decent run through those corners there. Alex Albon wins Grand Prix. Try staggering one up. Now it's defensive time. Trying to get as many spots as I can. Come into checkered flag. Where does it put us?
And that's the end of the race. We'll see you in Parc
18th.
Fermé.
They caught up too much. Alright. That's worth a shot, I guess. My only other option would have been to let somebody by and try to use DRS, but it would have been a constant battle. Alex Albon with the win at Monza and the Williams.
It was great to watch as well, though, wasn't it?
I think he should have us to thank for at least some of that, because we held everyone else up. But we'll see here.
It's been an interesting Grand Prix, that's for sure.
I quite agree with that. So your podium is Albon, Stroll, and Sainz. And let's see the race results. Was an absolutely crazy one.
Our championship leader is still sat at the top of the standings.
Albon, Stroll, Sainz, Hamilton, Leclerc, Ricciardo with a good run there. Verstappen, Alonso, Norris, Bottas, Ocon,
He put in a performance today that's
Russell,
only gonna build
Tsunoda,
further upon his already growing
Joe,
reputation.
Hulkenberg,
It's time to see how things are
Piastri,
shaping up in
Sargent,
the Constructors'
us,
Championship.
with
It was a tough
16
race for
seconds
our
worth of
championship
penalties
leaders who lose
throughout the
ground
race.
at the top of the table. And with that, we wrap up another weekend of
Magnussen
motorsport
finishes
action,
behind us,
with more
and then
races
the
lined up.
last
Be sure to
three
join
are
us
on
when
D and
we
F
come
with
back
Gasly,
with more
Perez,
Formula One.
and Lawson. So, who are the three that pitted really late? Let's see here. Can I see that? Pit stops. So it was, yeah, Sainz, Gasly, and Alonso were the three. They just went with their normal strategy. Where'd those drivers end up? Sainz, Gasly had the DNF. Alonso, it worked out pretty well for him. So, let's bring this thing back to the main menu and we'll wrap things up. Ocon gains massively on me there in the rivalry. Don't think we're going to be able to run him down. But we'll have to see what tracks we have coming up here. Maybe we can pull something off. We do get the aero department upgrade in there. We have Singapore next. Very, very tight track, but could be quite enjoyable to race on. And let's take a look at who is atop of the standings. Max Verstappen with, what is that, a 55-point lead, so over 2 races ahead of Leclerc. Basically got that one locked up. However, the constructors battle between Red Bull and Ferrari is only separated by 8 points. Let's see here. Our team, Projectile Racing, is currently in 8th with 21 points so far on the season. And let's see here. Taking a look at our results. 22nd, 21st, 21st, 22nd, 22nd, 18th at Imola, 21st at Monaco, 6th at Spain, 5th at Canada, 10th at Austria, 20th, 21st, 22nd, 22nd, and 18th once again. Again, Albon with that win is huge, but yeah, not much else that we can do at the moment. We'll save the developments and such for next race. So that's going to wrap it up for today, guys. Hope you enjoyed the absolute chaos that was this episode between a bunch of different penalties. 10 seconds of them I don't think were deserved at all. I'm not even sure if I touched Magnussen at all. But definitely 5 of those seconds were undeserved. Then Liam Lawson and Perez were disqualified. Then yeah, we had the penalty during the safety car, and then 2 additional 3-second penalties for corner cutting, where I got into the corners way too hard. But yeah, hope you enjoyed, hope you have a great rest of the day, and we'll see you in the next one.